How can you add extra electrical accessories to your data link connector on a Harley Davidson? Catch you inside.
RevelatorAlf.
Hello, welcome to RevelatorAlf. I hope you're all well in these testing times. So this video is all about the data link connector on your Harley Davidson. Now, the older style data link connectors basically had 4 pins. There was 4 points, connection points. On the later ones, it was a 6-pin connector. Now, for 2021 and onwards, there's been an ECM change on the Harley Davidson Tourers and Softails, and also the data link connector has changed as well. So I'm not talking about the 2021 bikes and above, I'm talking about 2020 and below, as it were. And this is with the 6-pin connector, which I'm talking about. Now, whilst it's only a 6-pin connector on the data link connector, there's only 4 pins being used. And that's the CAN bus high and low, and it's the power, accessory power, and also the ground that's connected to it as well. Now, the data link connector is on the left side of the bike, behind the side cover there, and it's this big grey connector right here. Let me quickly show you. That one right there. Now, my data link connector is basically looks like that. That's what it is. And it's one of the Deutsch connectors, and this is a DT066S connector. And basically, well, that's a 6S and that's the P, I believe. Anyway, so you can buy these and you can make your own connections as well if you wanted to. I'll even leave a link in the description for you can get these connectors on Amazon as well. I think they're about £13 for a pack of 10. Anyway, that aside, that's the data link connector. That's what that is. And you plug in your accessory into it with this portion here, right? So I've also already got my ezCan connected to it. So if you watch the video up there or go back in the archives, you'll see that I've connected that to it. However, what you can do is buy a splitter cable like this, and basically you've got this portion that goes into your data link connector, and then this leaves this free to put in another accessory, whatever you want. This one is actually from Hex Innovate, who actually make the Hex ezCan. What you do, you disconnect the cable that comes out of the ezCan, and that goes to your data link connector, and you connect this one in. Then you connect this portion into the data link connector, and then this is your accessory. So what does this mean? Well, basically this means that you can have something like an ezCan connected to your data link connector, but you could also then connect a tuner to it as well and have it on there at the same time. You could also connect another electrical accessory. Now that Harley Davidson do sell cigar lighter ports and that kind of thing, that actually connect directly into here, either off a shorter cable or a longer cable, and you can have them that they're just mounted to your saddlebags, or they're on the handlebars or whatever like that. So there, if you go into the Harley Davidson catalogs, you'll find them all there. Right, so basically this is a splitter cable. I say it's from Hex Innovate. It's about £25 excluding VAT. So let me just show you on the ezCan exactly where it is. Right. So okay, so if you look at the ezCan here on mine, you basically got 6 cables coming out of it. One cable is the power and ground cable to it that goes directly to the battery. There are 4 circuits that the ezCan powers, but there's also the circuit that comes out, or the cable that comes out, that goes directly to your data link connector. And I've connected this and thread it all the way through the frame, and that's connected. So all you need to do is disconnect this connector here, and then you just connect the splitter cable in its place, and then you thread the splitter cable down to the data link connector portion there behind the electrical side cover. Right, so this is a very simple solution to have multiple accessories from your data link connector. Now, many people assume that the data link connector is only for the Harley technicians in the dealership to interrogate the bike. It's for them to put a tuner on, or for them to attach the digital technician to software and hardware so that they can service your bike, let's say. But it's more than that. It's not only that port as well, but it's also a power port as well. As I say, it's got a ground, and it's also got a powered feed directly into it, and it's switch power as well. Okay, so you can power multiple accessories at the same time. So basically, all you do, connect this end into your ezCan, and then this portion goes into your data link connector, and then this portion is now your new spare data link connector, which you can put in a powered accessory, or you can put in a tuner like an FP3 or whatever you want to do, right? Basically in there, and you can have it all on a bike. Now, granted, there's not a lot of room under there once you start adding multiple items, but there is a way, and as I say, there is space in there, and I've kind of had a little look around there, and there's definitely a space for this harness and also for another FP3 or another tuner. It really depends on the size of these things, of course. Now, as I said before, you can buy these connectors as well from Amazon, and you can make your own wiring harness, if you will. So all you need to do is just know which connectors are for the CAN bus and also for the power circuit. Okay, so as you look at the connector from the top right hand side, that is terminal 1, then going down is terminal 2, then terminal 3. Coming to this side, okay, at the bottom it's terminal 4, then terminal 5, then terminal 6. If you look at this connector, the male part, if you will, okay, then the number 1 terminal is top here, top left as you look at it, then terminal 2, then terminal 3, terminal 4, terminal 5, terminal 6, because as you look at it and then you turn it around, obviously it's going to go into the right slot, as it were. Now, what you need to do is just make sure that you're matching up the colored wires. That would help, but also the right cabling as well. Now, if you look at this Hex ezCan splitter cable, all 6 points are actually covered with wires, and the reason is they only need 4 wires, but they've actually added 2 extra wires here. That's communicates with this, and this links these 2 together. And that's basically future proofing. Let's just say if something were to be added or extra cabling would be able to come through the original data link connector. Okay, it's kind of a bit of a moot point now, because as I said, the 2021 bikes have had an ECM change, but they've also had the connector change as well, so that's not really relevant anymore. Okay, so if you look at the connector itself, number 1 pin, okay, it's a white and red cable or wire, and it's also the CAN bus high wire. If you look at number 2 terminal, that's the next one down, that is a black wire, and that is the ground wire. Now, if you look at terminal 3, which is the bottom terminal on the right hand side, that is a white and black wire, and that is the CAN bus low. Now, if you come over to position 4, terminal 4 on the left hand side as you look at it, okay, that is not used for anything, that's a spare. The next one up is position 5, right in the middle there on the left hand side, okay, and that is the accessory power, and that is a red and yellow wire. And then terminal 6 right at the top on the left hand side, again, that's another spare, so it's not in use. Now, just a little word of warning here, and probably this doesn't relate to anybody who's watching my video, but there is a wire change or a swap over change in China for whatever reason. I'm not sure if it's in Japan as well, but in China, if you've got this wire connection, they actually swap the wires over, and I actually don't know why. And I think it's something to do with frequency, just like in Japan, they got a different ECM as well. It's all to do with frequencies, and that might have something to do with it as well. But as I say, it's for everywhere else in the world, that is the terminal layout for the data link connector. So if you are making up your own wiring harness and you want to power something directly from the data link connector, all you need to do is just power 2 wires, and that is terminal 2 for the ground and terminal 5 for the power, the positive feed. That's all you need, and it will be switched power as well. In other words, it'll only work, it'll only be powering when the ignition is on. So terminal 2 on the right hand side as you look at it, in the middle, and terminal 5 on the left hand side as you look at it here, and that's the positive. 2 negative, 5 positive. So there we go. That's how you can add extra accessories, powered accessories, directly from your data link connector, which also has a power feed as well and a ground feed as well. You don't need to worry about the data portion, in other words the CAN bus high and low. If you're just using it as a power accessory, all you need to do is just give it a power positive and a negative feed. You can buy these connectors, as I say, but if you're just wanting 2 connectors, it's probably better just to go to someone like Hex ezCan. If you already have an ezCan, or you're thinking about buying one, get this at the same time. It's £25 plus VAT, and it's well worth the effort. This is really great from Hex Innovate, Hex ezCan. I'll leave the links in the description for you for Hex Innovate, the ezCan, and also for this as well. But just go to their shop on their website. In a future video, I'm going to show you how to achieve this in another way as well. But essentially, this is just the DLC splitter cable from ezCan, but I'm going to show you another way to achieve the same results as well. So just check back on the channel for that, but that'll be probably in the next video or 2 coming out soon. Right, anyway. Catch you again on another video. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that bell, like and share, and check out the website RevelatorAlf.com. And I'll catch you again. Ta-da!